Everyone, myself Ankita. Today we will be discussing about some basic questions on electric circuit and network. Previously we have discussed so many questions. If you have not watched that videos, you can go and check that videos after this watching. So we will start here from our first question. Our first question is the ratio of voltage and current in a closed circuit. We should know that the ratio of voltage and current V by I remains increases. V by I remains increases. We know that V equals to IR. So V by I equals to resistance R. So it always remains increases. So our C option will be our correct answer. Now in second question, the curve representing Ohm's law is. We should know that in Ohm's law there are two curves like linear and non-linear. So parabola and sine function are not available in that Ohm's law. So here this is a tricky question, like Ohm's law's curve represent only linear graph. This is the Ohm's law. So here option B will be our correct answer. In third question, the resistance of a conductor having length L, area of cross section A, and resistivity rho is given by. It's a basic question. We have also discussed. We have also studied in 10th class also. So we have discussed that R equals to rho L by A, where rho is resistivity, L is length of conductor, and A is area of cross section. So here our option B will be the correct answer. Rho L by A, rho into L by A. In fourth question, the resistance of wire varies inversely as. Here we can see the resistance of wire varies. We can see here resistance is directly proportional to resistivity, resistance is directly proportional to length, but it is inversely proportional to area of cross section. So here it is asking about inversely proportional. So here option A will be our correct answer. Moving towards the fifth question, which of the following quantities are same in all parts of series circuit? We should know that in series circuit, like this circuit, the current will flow in all the resistance is same, but in parallel circuit the current is different. So here option C will be the correct answer. Here is asking about the in series circuit in which physical quantities that is same, current is same. In series circuit current is same. So here C option will be the correct answer. Now in sixth question, which of the following statements is false in case of a series circuit? The options are: the voltage drop across each resistor is same, the current flowing through each resistor is same, applied voltage is equal to the sum of voltage drops across individual resistors are additive, and D is none. We should know that we discussed it previously that in series circuit current flowing through each resistor is same, but its voltage is across the different. So here option will be the correct answer. Current will be same across the each resistor. So B option will be the correct answer. Now in seventh question, a resistance of 30 ohm is connected across 240 volt supply. If a resistance R is connected in parallel with 330 ohm resistor across the supply, the current drawn becomes triple of original one. The unknown resistor R is given. R is 30 ohm and V is 240 volt. So and it is connected in parallel with 30 ohm resistor, and R1 is connected with R2 with in parallel. In parallel we should know that 1 by R equivalent, 1 by R equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So 1 by 30 plus 1 by 30, here it will come 1 by 30 plus 1 by 30, it will come 30 by 2. 30 by 2, because R equals to 30 by 2, so 15 ohm will be our correct answer. So here 50 ohm will be the correct answer. Option A will be the correct answer. Now moving towards the 8th question. Three resistors, each of R ohm, are connected to form a triangle. The resistance between two terminals will be. Here, like this is saying, three resistors. These are two resistors, and this is three resistor. This is in triangle. So R ohm, and R ohm, this is given. So here if we will solve this, then the circuit will be, this is in series, R in series, so 2R will be here, and here 2R will be, and this is V volt supply lit, so R, so this is will be in parallel, then 1 by 2R plus 1 by R equals to 1 by R equivalent. So 2 and 1 plus R 1, so R will be our correct answer. 2 by 3 R will be our correct answer. When you will solve this, then you will get the answer. So 2 by 3 R will be our correct answer. Now in 9th question, which of the following is not correct? We should know that P equals to VI. P equals to VI. If you will calculate it like V into I equals to V by R, then P equals to V square by R. So here B option is correct. P is equal to VI. C option is also correct. Like when you will do this, then it will be so here option A will not satisfied, because the option A is P equals to V by R square, but the P equals to V square by R. Here it will be the answer. So here answer will be A. It is not correct. Now in 10th question, a 100-watt bulb is connected in series with the room heater. If now 100-watt bulb is replaced by a 40-watt bulb, the heater output will be. Here in question it is saying that a 100-watt bulb is connected in series with the room heater. If now 100-watt bulb is replaced by a 40-watt bulb, it means low power consumption bulb, then the heater output will be. So if we connect low power consumption bulb or anything else, then the output will be decreases. So here B option will be the correct answer. Now in 11th question, the voltage applied across an electric iron is halved. The power consumption of the iron will be. Here it is saying that if the V equals to V by 2, then P equals to what? So look here. P equals to, we know VI, so V by 2 into I. So VI by 2. So here it becomes VI by 2. So it have becomes the 1/4 times. If we will calculate VI by 2, and again 2 is also given, VI by 4, 1/4 have come the answer. So here B option will be our correct answer. Now in 12th question, resistance of 200 watt 250 volt lamp will be. The question is P equals to 200 watt and V equals to 250 volt. So resistance equals to we know P equals to V square by R. So resistance equals to V square by P. When you will calculate this again, V square 250 into 250 into 250 by 200, then you will get the answer in decimal. uh, 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 mm, it will become 5 into 5, 25, 600 to 5 by 2. When you will divide this, then our 3 3 1 2.5, C option will be the correct answer. So here, here you will understood that we know that given is P equals to 200 watt, and V equals to 250 volt, R equals to V square by P. When you will substitute in this formula, then you will get the answer 312.5 ohm. Now in 13 question, the heaters rated at 1000 watt, 250 volt each are connected in series across a 250 volt 50 hertz AC supply. The total power drawn from the AC supply will be. We should know that the in first case this is given. First heater, P equals to 1000 watt and V equals to 250 volt. Let me erase this. 250 volt, and it is connected across a series. The again in second case, this is in first case, and now in second case, it is 250 volt, and frequency is 50 hertz. If there is given frequency, then it must be an AC supply. So for in first case it is in DC supply, and in second case it is in AC supply. So here is asking about power. In first case, when we will calculate in first case, then we will get P equals to we will calculate resistance. Here is given P and V. So P equals to V square by R equals to V square by P, V square 250 into 250 by 1000. When you will calculate this, then resistance will come, and in second case you should substitute this formula. VI cos phi, then frequency is given, theta equals to frequency is given, then you will calculate this by this formula. So here option B will be the correct answer. When you will calculate this, then it will come. So here B option will be the correct answer. Now in 14 question, a 200 watt 100 volt lamp is to be operated on 250 volt supply. The additional resistance required to be connected in series will be. Here it is saying that P equals to 200 watt, V equals to 100 volt, P1 it is given, P2 when it is operated, this is V1, and when it is operated in 250 volt supply, then what is the additional resistance in series. So here when we will calculate resistance in first case, then our resistance will be R equals to V square by P. So here resistance will be 200 into 200 by 100. 400 will be the resistance in ohm, and when it is connected in series with 250 volt supply, then 250 into 250 250 into 250 by 200, then it will come then it will come 125 by 2, and it is 400 ohm. Then if these are connected in series, these are connected in series. 125 by 2 and 400 are connected in series. When you will connect this in series, then R1 plus R2, when you will do this, then 75 ohm will be the answer. Option C will be the correct answer. Now in 15th question, Kirchhoff's laws are valid for. You should know that Kirchhoff's law is valid for everything, like linear, non-linear, like these all. So here D option will be the correct answer, linear and non-linear circuit. KCL is applicable to, Kirchhoff's current law is applicable to junctions in a network. Here C option will be the correct answer. Junctions in a network means in a network there are many loops and junctions. So here option C will be the correct answer. Kirchhoff's current law is applicable to junctions in a network. KVL is concerned with, KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law, is concerned with the IR drop and junction node, IR drop and battery EMFs, both A and B. Option D will be the correct answer. Here option C is not, here D option will be the correct answer, IR drop and battery EMFs. So here D option will be the correct answer. Now in 18th question, a very arrangement of resistances has each resistance of 3 ohm. The equivalent delta arrangement will have each resistance of values. In delta this is 3R. So here 3 into 3, 9 ohm will be the correct answer. So here option A will be our correct answer. So here due to the length of videos, so here our question ends. Hope you will like this video. If you like this video, then please like, share and subscribe, and thank you for watching.